Today I'm diving into the incredible story of Queen Esther, a tale of bravery, faith, and divine intervention that has inspired countless generations, and her courageous stand against Haman, a man whose hatred threatened an entire people. As Queen Esther settled into palace life, a new enemy was rising, one whose ambitions and prejudices would soon bring turmoil to the kingdom. Haman the Agagite, a descendant of Israel's ancient enemies, was promoted to the highest position under King Xerxes, wielding immense power and influence. All officials bowed to Haman, except Mordecai, a man of unwavering faith and principle. Mordecai would not bow to anyone but God, standing firm in his beliefs despite the potential consequences. This act enraged Haman, who saw Mordecai's defiance as a personal affront. When he discovered Mordecai was a Jew, his anger grew into a deep-seated hatred for the entire Jewish people. A hatred that would soon manifest in a deadly plot. He plotted not just to punish Mordecai, but to eliminate every Jew in the empire, a plan born out of malice and bigotry. Haman tricked Xerxes into signing a decree for the destruction of all Jews, describing them as a threat to the kingdom's unity, a cunning manipulation of the king's trust. The date was chosen by casting lots, Purim, and letters were sent throughout the provinces announcing their fate, spreading fear and despair among the Jewish communities. When Mordecai read the decree, he tore his clothes and put on sackcloth and ashes, a traditional sign of mourning and repentance. He stood in public mourning, crying out before the palace gates, his heart heavy with the impending doom of his people. Esther heard of her cousin's grief and sent messengers to understand the cause of his distress. Mordecai sent back a chilling message: the Jews were condemned, and Esther must speak to the king, a task fraught with danger. But approaching the king without being summoned was punishable by death, a risk that weighed heavily on Esther's mind. Esther hesitated, torn between fear for her own life and the desperate need of her people. Then Mordecai delivered the words that would define her legacy. If you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise from another place. But who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? These words resonated deeply with Esther, stirring her to action. Esther replied with resolve, her fear giving way to a determined courage. Gather all the Jews in Susa, she instructed. Fast for me for 3 days, she requested, seeking spiritual strength and solidarity. I will go to the king, and if I perish, I perish. These words marked her commitment to her people, no matter the cost. It was the turning point, a moment of profound bravery and faith. God had brought Esther to the palace not for comfort but for courage, to stand in the gap for her people. The fate of her people now rested in the faith of one woman, a queen who chose to act with bravery and conviction. Thanks for watching. This story of Esther reminds us of the power of faith and courage in the face of adversity. Like, share, and subscribe for more Bible stories. God bless you.